and welcome to another video by H107D Videos. As usual, of course, my name is Josh, and today I'm bringing to you guys something really exciting. In my opinion, it's exciting. It's a quadcopter. It's an FPV, first-person view quadcopter that I purchased myself today at the UK drone show in Birmingham. Just got back probably about half an hour ago from the drone show. 2.5 hour drive back down, and in the boot I had this one. Really excited, couldn't resist buying it. Test flew one of them up in the show, absolutely loved the handling of it, loved the FPV HD recording. We're going to have some fun with this thing. This thing comes ready to fly. All you got to add is some batteries, spare batteries, and £9 for the quadcopter itself, so I purchased one of those as well. 4.3 inch LCD screen, so the screen is on the transmitter, so you can fly around FPV mode. You can also connect any FPV goggles to this as long as it runs on the right frequency. So if you've already got some, for example, some Fat Shark FPV goggles, then you can link, you can just use them to fly this FPV. So that's something we can do in the future. So let's grab the camera closer. We'll see what's inside the box and whack a battery in there later on. Once it's charged up, we will give this thing its first flight. Okay, so here we go. As usual, let's just have a little quick look at the stuff that on the box before we take it apart. So, does flips and rolls, 2.4G and 5.8 GHz, 720 HD camera. Okay, obviously you can, although it streams the camera to your transmitter, the quadcopter has an MicroSD card slot as well. So you can plug a MicroSD card in there and then actually record the footage, so you can pop it onto your computer. Altitude mode, this obviously means it will hold its altitude, so if you want it to hover in a particular space, it will do so. 4.3 inch LCD, so it's got 4.3 inch LCD and flies in the dark, because this thing has some really cool LED lights on it as well. Okay, so let's open it up and we'll see what comes out. So first thing coming out, you can see we have some instruction manual here. One thing I love about Hubsan is the instruction manuals are always really good quality, and they're written in like decent English as well. If we have a look at the contents, it's just all, you know, nicely worded, so you're getting something actually that has been translated into the language of the country of which you bought it in, which is always a bonus, especially when you're new to the RC hobby. Getting a manual which is, you know, not much use, you know, it can be quite confusing. Okay, so just flipping this one over. Okay, plastic lid removed. Let's see what we have. So here's a little baby quad himself. Now, don't be deceived in thinking, you know, oh, it's tiny, it's going to be rubbish, because trust me, you know, if you could fill this thing now, you would feel that it feels so sturdy. You know, it really does. It's not lightweight. Obviously, it is light, but you know, for what it is, you know, it just feels heavier than those cheap ones you would order from eBay. And so you can see here, it's got these LEDs. That's what it says, you know, it can fly in the dark. So we've got the LEDs here and here. Obviously these will be different colours so that you can tell which is the front and which is the back. Okay, so this is your FPV antenna. This is a 5.8 GHz antenna there, which will transmit your. On the front here, you've got your 720p HD camera. Obviously, at the moment, it's got its protecting film on there. I'm going to leave that on there until I'm ready to take it off. Here, it's got MicroSD slot. So, like I was saying, obviously, this can record the footage from the camera. So, it does obviously transmit the footage live to the transmitter when you're flying it. That's what FPV is. But it will also, if you wanted to record the footage, you just need to provide your own MicroSD card, pop that into the slot there, and then it will record the footage as well, and you can obviously pop the SD card into your computer and review the footage at a later date. So that's really smart. It looks really nice, feels really good too. Okay, so let's have a look, see what else we've got inside the box. This is spare set of propellers, which is always a really nice touch. Almost all the time, especially if you need to fly, you're going to need a spare set of propellers. Also got a tool there as well. In here we have USB cable, okay, USB 2.0 connections on there. Let's see what else we have. Nothing in this part. So then if I take this part off, this will reveal our FPV transmitter. Look at that. You can see me in the reflection there talking away. So let's remove this one. Let's get rid of the rubbish. Wow, look at that. Now again, like I was saying about stuff feeling cheap and being cheap, this thing feels very comfortable to hold. It's got this large, I think, what was it, 4.6 inch screen. Obviously I'm just doing that from memory, but it's got this nice screen there, got the protective film on there. This feels really sturdy in the hand. You've got the thumb accessible buttons on the left and right hand side, and obviously from when I was flying it around the arena today at the NEC in Birmingham, the range was really good on it, and also the footage it didn't break up at all. You know, the footage was honestly really clear, like the whole time. So I was really impressed. That's why I bought this thing. This thing's, you know, I paid £130. I did do a quick search to make sure I wasn't getting like ripped off at the drone show, and that was like a drone show price, because I couldn't find it that cheap anywhere. So these things aren't, you know, they're not cheap. They're not, you know, they're not just your cheap Chinese drones. This is why I love them so much. I love Hubsan products. I had quite a few. Just looking on the side of the transmitter, here we have USB connection there. Just looked in the manual. This what looks like a MicroSD slot there for an SD card. This isn't actually in use on this transmitter. On this side we've got two outputs here. One is actually for the video goggles. So as I say, you can obviously run 5.8 GHz radio goggles for this one, or you can plug them directly into the transmitter, and this one is an audio output. Okay, so very nice on the transmitter side of things too. Okay, so this was just the out-of-boxing video. I'm just going to start to conclude it now, because there's only so much we can say in these sort of videos. It just shows you really what we get inside the box and taking a first look at the products really. So far so good, really impressed with the quality. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually charge up the battery. That's obviously using this USB cable there. I'm going to charge up the battery, and of course we will pop two AA batteries into the radio, and we will do the maiden flight indoors. Obviously this thing can fly outside as well, but you know, it's, you know, if you fly it outside, you got to understand it's only a small quadcopter, so you know you're not going to want to be flying it outside in any major winds. But if it's settled, then there's no reason at all why you couldn't. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video, and please stay tuned. More videos are coming soon of this one and other RC vehicles. If you've liked this video, please hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content. Thank you very much guys, take care, more videos coming soon. www.youtube.com/J12.